Sky, expand forever, greetings, same thing, basically. Anyway, welcome. My name is Chimuge. You can also call me Muge. Welcome to Chimuge's Comments. See the title? I'm just figuring out some what do I call it? Content stuff. Anyway, I'm figuring out which shooting frame stuff. How to shoot my different live streamings. Which orientation, vertical versus horizontal. I'm using different ones for different segments. Right now, this is the behind the scenes segment. I know I do this one shooting it vertically. There are others I do horizontal. I'm trying to figure it all out. Capernaum no go ha. Spread forever. My patrilineage and all their connections. I got a pouch today. All my stuff I need. Let me take off this rain jacket. Pray that we're all well. I pray that we all do well. I pray that we all follow our idea. God, spread forever. Alright, let's get real. It's my maraca. I know most people hold it like this. I found it better for me to hold it like this. Because then I could also use it. My drum. This is really bought it online. It's really a prayer mat, at least how they market it. But I found that when you hit it, it makes a nice sound. So you're hearing this on my music soon. Check out Inquirie, my network where I make music. I mean, I'm kind of doing this all the time. That's what I do most intentionally and most completely. And that's where I'll publish just like music focused stuff. So the best way to say it. I guess that's where I'll publish stuff that is just music, to the extent that anything is just music. But anyway, check that out. You can already see me. The noise here. Anyway. Oh. Let me take this off. I'm even tired right now. I know in many countries it's Boxing Day. In the U.S., man, I want money to get a new shirt. So speaking of shirts, check out my merch store. I put up a new shirt today. And also a new swimsuit, a two-piece swimsuit for women. Check that out. There's a couple older items. I'm adding more stuff everywhere. But anyway, I know a lot of people, when they're short on money, will just buy a lot of clothes. But I mean, that's a stereotype of a wasteful person. So never do that. I don't do that. But it's still annoying. I don't even have an iron even, but those things are kind of dangerous. Thank you, I've registered the viewer. You know, you just, I don't know, those things can burn you. I used to use them all the time just because the high school I went to, we had to wear uniforms like suit and tie, really blazer and tie. So at that point, I guess in theory I could have gone without ironing. I think they probably would have gotten me if I at least didn't iron the visible parts. So there's that. Ooh, I got 15 already. And then for some jobs I had, one job in particular, the employer was really a stickler about me ironing my shirt. So yeah. Anyway, a couple people who said hi and hello. Again, I'll read comments at my own discretion. Oh, anyway, I think I forgot what I was initially gonna say, but I'm just annoyed by this shirt. I don't even like shirts with sleeves because I found it's better if I have like a tank top shirt, and then if it's cold, I wear a hoodie, and then on top of that, I can wear more jackets. Cause these extra sleeves, they just make it hard to put on. Really, we don't design clothes well enough, but. Anyway, that's kind of the standard today. You know, I know other people are different, so if you like shirts with sleeves and or that's kind of the best option for you, check out the one I got in my merch shop. Just because not my preference to wear doesn't mean I won't sell it. Anyway, let's go. So, this is the pouch. Alright, check it out. And another pen, third pen, is the paper. That's some extra paper to write on. Let's see, stuff I made last time. Thinking how to innovate on the iron concept, because having that hot thing there, when I think about it, just unsafe. I mean, I've never burned one. I've never burned myself with an iron once, maybe once, but it's not like it's something that's happened a lot. But I'm just thinking about it. Oops. Someone alerted me to some of my nose. Forgive me. I'll wipe it later, forgive me. Whatever it is, what it is. I don't have a napkin here. Whatever. No, can't always be perfect. But anyway, the whole point is, what I was saying about irons. I think having that heat and also the water, I feel like that could just get a little messy sometimes. I don't know, maybe there's a very sophisticated one out there, but the ones I've seen worked with, I feel like could be optimized, but I think they're innovating on that concept. I don't know how I'll do it, because one idea I have is if I get like a stick with a sponge and then say like, for extra cleaning for your clothes, you put like rubbing alcohol, soap on it, and then you scrub it. One, it'll be clean, at least cleaner than it was, the clothes, and two, maybe it'll straighten up a bit. Ooh, 4-4, let's make a wish. That's double 11-11. I wish that we all stay safe and healthy. Anyways, my wish. Just a random thought there, I've been thinking about that. One thing I want to talk about is technology. And stuff like that is part of technology, so yeah, it's not all this, stuff like our so-called phones. Anyway, welcome. All right, let's figure this out. So, let me start by looking at the categories and then seeing in general, with the different categories, what my general orientation is for each category. I think that's the most helpful one, especially because I didn't list literally every single statement. Let's just go phone orientation. This is an orientation symbol, and I could just circle it. Small expansion. The small expansion. Bonko with hey, Uzuku existence, the big way. Sleeping a lot. I like standing in this spot just because of the background and and like the way I'm facing. But I think because of the orientation of the table, sometimes I'm more hesitant to spin. That's not logical. Spin something like that. One thing I also want to start doing is workout videos. I think I can actually do them in this space because the kind of workouts I want to do, it's like a lot of stuff with resistance bands and things of that nature. I think it can work here. I don't need to run all over the place. Although in the future, I do want to, as I'll discuss later, show you videos of me playing soccer. Anyway, just gotta find people. Expand forever. Yeah, I talked about my experience so far in my life playing soccer. Talk about it more in the future in a more concerted way. Just we have to get around to it. That is something I want to get off my chest more. It's really a big fault. Ooh, I just saw 11:11. Let me make another wish. Come measure weekend. Come measure tomatoes. Let me translate in a way everyone understands. Kabrinam no God. What did I mean? Let me heal my so-called body completely. God, measure. God, what is that? Father and mother, mother and father. The divine father, the divine father, and the big mother. Chukunatu. If you want to make sure that any prayer you said is free of mistakes, just say that after, and then you know. And then another way of saying that is cat, agu, because apparently when they combine that is agu, which is another onyeka. Anyway, things I discovered through my own prayer, research, things of that nature. Anyway, yeah, so I just want to heal. I want to be at 100% and then keep growing, because, you know, I'm not done growing yet. Yeah, let me get to 10,000 years. Anyway, so here are the categories. There's that one. Let's make them all. It's kind of black. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This is the goal. Eru, use, goal, same thing. What is your use? What is your purpose? What is your goal? Eru. 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 What is your purpose? Eru. What is your goal? And what do you have? Abum kanua wa 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 abum diobuna abum dabuka. By the way, just a word on me when I'm saying my affirmations. The idea behind that is not that. I mean, it varies with each term, but with certain things, like for example, if I say I am a certain animal, for example, if I say Abu Magu, I am the cat. I'm not literally saying I'm a cat. And when I'm saying cat, I'm referring to that animal you call a jaguar, because that's what should metaphysically correctly be called a cat. I know now most people will call it a big cat of some sort, and then they use the word cat to refer to what you call a house cat. That's really a small cat. Anyway, that's just a classification thing, based on my own research and knowledge. But that aside, right? If I say I am a cat, I'm not literally saying I'm that animal. That's stupidity. I'm just I'm saying a number of other things, and it's just not one thing. One, I'm saying that I'm as similar to that thing as a human being can possibly be. Let's just say that, one. And then two, I was saying that, on a spiritual level, I'm united with that thing in terms of its good qualities. So let's just leave it at that. I just want to clear that up. Just, I don't know, just prayer earlier today, and that sounds kind of weird. I mean, because to me, thinking is a form of praying. So when I'm thinking deeply, I'm praying. I'm also doing other things. But anyway, when that was occurring earlier today, my ancestors told me that there's some idiots out there who don't understand what I mean when I'm doing that. I'll just leave it at that. I just want to clear it up. I don't want any weird misconceptions. Like, I'm a human being now. Like, people are no fun anyway. Also, I'll just say this. You all know about the ordeal I've been going through, and that is just my short way of referring to being attacked and abandoned variously by my relatives and then other people I know, because it just so much happened. I just said whatever. That's my ordeal. Been going on for like over 2 years now. A lot of weird things have happened and people have behaved weirdly. I've seen weird behaviors out of people. And because of that, I've been able to pick up on the fact that there's like a lot of gossip. You can check out my prayer against gossip. It looks like people have been gossiping against me. So, people have been making assumptions. They've been having conversations I'm not a part of. They haven't included me. They haven't told me. They haven't even behaved how I've seen them behave before, so I can't even clock it. So based upon that, I can also tell there's a lot of stupid misconceptions. So because of that, every once in a while I say things like this just to clear it up. And if, the weirdos are on a different energy than what I am sensing, that's on them. But I'm just clearing it up just in case. And, eventually when I fully investigate these weirdos and find out what's been going on, I might add to my clarifications because they're in the total wrong zone. But anyway. Let me just leave it at that. Let me leave it at that anyway. Okay, so another thing I just want to say. I'm just going to say it. I've not received, these are two things that go together. One, I've not received a full apology from a single person who's hurt me in this thing. And a full apology means you have to go beyond sorry. You can't just say, oh, sorry, left you to perish, sorry. You have to go into depth and then explain what was going on with you. And then you also have to do it in a way that does not mess up my whole life. So if I've said I don't want to see you in person because you're a dangerous person, don't accost me in the street and try and give the apology. And even the people who've done that haven't even given the apology. One weird thing I've seen consistently is people saying they want to come cook for me. I had my relative Magnus eBay, his in-law who I'd met once, was saying while I was without a permanent place to stay that she wanted to come to where I was to cook for me. What kind of nonsense is that? So I've had stupidity like that. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is people who do not, set up conversations properly. So for example, I have people who, when I was at the hardest part of this ordeal, when I didn't have a permanent place to stay, who I text message all the information. And mind you, I made a video about it that was public. So I sent people text, I wrote an article, and then I also recorded a video that is up on YouTube. You can check it out. It's called My Family Abused and Abandoned Me. I record that video. So if you watch that video, you could see me talking about this ordeal. So you can make inferences based off of that. And I've written, right? So I send people all this stuff. And then people are asking for, in the middle of everything, phone calls. One, some of these people I'd already talked to on the phone, they didn't do anything. So they want another phone call. Not even FaceTime, phone call. So for some reason, it seems maybe you're not sure what I'm saying is true, maybe. But if you hear my voice whispering into your ear, all of a sudden, you'll understand the truth, right? So people asking for phone calls, but then also certain people just, well, a lot of these people, okay, so there's people who asked for phone calls, right? And then didn't explain why, even after I made it pretty clear that I needed help and why. And then on top of that, you have people who didn't even ask for phone calls, right? So let me back it up. You have the people who messaged me once or maybe 10 times. I had one individual who I sent stuff who kept saying, hey, bro, let's get on the phone, let's get on the phone. And then later would text me saying, come on, reach out, I'm here for you, I'm here for you. Dog, you're not my wife. What is I'm here for you? What is your voice whispering through the phone gonna do for me? Act. You didn't even send me $1 anyway. Tufu. But so I have idiots like that, and then I have the worst idiots who would just simply do a dead call. And it's like, what is that? I don't have time to spend a million years on the phone with you. I mean, do you think this is a soap opera? Is this like, is this your sweet time? You just want to exhale? Oh no, your tears aren't gonna save me now. Act. Anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. Let me leave it at that. There's fools all over the place, in and outside my blood. Anyway, this is what happens when your family's busted when you're born. It gets worse. You don't get to know too many people. They put you in situations where most people are busted, so you don't get to know too many proper people. Anyway, but shout out to the minority of people who did help me. That was life-saving. Anyway, let me keep going. So, first category, activity show, where I'm showing what I'm doing. Actually, let me go to the easiest one. Well, here we go. Is this? Okay, activity log. That's actually the easiest one. Anytime I do an activity log, that's when I talk about something I did previously off screen. I'm gonna do that horizontal. 'Cause I think when people see horizontal orientation, I think they tune in more. That's like, all right, this is big stuff. At least that's what I found. So, and again, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the vertical. It's just different purposes. Because at least my intention with the verticals, this comes off a bit more chill. So. So let me make a short. This is how I do it. Okay, that's one short. We'll see what that is. Each live that's vertical here on YouTube, shout out to YouTube. I'm gonna try and make at least 2 shorts out of it. I think sometimes it automatically makes one. It automatically made one the other day. It was actually perfect. It highlighted my point about there being evidence that Neptune, god of the sea, is a wolf, just because there's a bunch of sea wolves out there that scientists have found. Check that out. Anyway, so we got horizontal. I think I'll do that for every single one, just because if I'm coming to tell you about something I did before, it's big. Even though sometimes in my mind it doesn't feel that big to me, but the whole point is to just big up stuff that I did off camera. So yeah, I need to get better about that. I'm gonna spin a bit. The urge to spin quite as much. Although, does that mean it's comfortable or am I just being lulled into comfort? Maybe it's just today. So then let's tackle activity show. So activity log, anything in that category, horizontal. Activity show is the default vertical. I think I'll just do that because this is an activity show, it's vertical. And then I think it's very simple. If I'm talking about something or I'm showing something, then it could be either, it depends. Because I think what's confusing me is in the future, I have aspirations to show stuff like sports games, say like there's a quote unquote pickup game or something. But I think that's not an activity show, that's showing something. I think I have to classify activities as something smaller I would do, like say this, okay? Yeah, I think that's helpful. Anyway. What do I do with this one? Key love. All text message, all tears, no action. We'll get more. One yoga corner. Anyway, Abu Mama, Abu Mama, Abu Mama, Dio Hamas, Anamema. Abu Mama, Dio Hakanua, Abu Mama, Dio Habobe, Abu Mama, Dio Habobe, Anamema, Dio Habobe, Abu Mama, Dio Habobe, Abu Mama, Dio Habamba, Abu Mama, Dio Hakanaua, Abu Mama, Dio Hanuanka, expand forever. Kondo, abu matu, chunatumatu, aguka, hamadiyo, hama, abu mamadiyo, anyway. Abu mchukunatu matu, abu matu maraju, abu matu maraju. Atumara, at you, I go at you, I go catch you, atumara at you, atumara at you, Baba nematu, kaka, atumatu, onekanua, atumatu, amajo, atumatu. Omara dioa, abumo para dimba, anemekanua, dimba, nezio baram, kabumama, dio, kabumama, kaka, Alright, so I think I really got this down. This is simple, helpful talking time. I think I'll just say, hi, my dear, for this one. And then I'll just know that, for this one, I have to really care about the individual segment and be like, all right, what specifically do I want to do with that one? That's for the, whatchamacallem. where I'm talking about something or I'm showing something. Yeah, those are my categories. Please let me know in the comments how much you understand my categorization. That'll be helpful anyway. This is good. Now let's divvy this up. Divvy, 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 divvy. A boom, divvy, 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 divvy. A boom, divvy, 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 divvy. A boom, divvy, divvy, divvy. Aname divvy, nemevi, negivi. A boom, amadio, hakaka. A boom, amadio, hakanua. A boom, amadio, anuanka. Aname amadio, amadio, hamas. Alright, let's close this out. The closeout. The closeout. Kalakana. The closer. Amadioha. Why? The god of the sea is also the god of thunder. I am the thunder. I wonder. God. The god of the sea, the god of thunder, I wonder, the god of the sea, the god of thunder, I wonder, the god of the sea, the god of thunder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. God, see you guys later. Expand forever.